Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to talk about episode 5 of Yashahime. This was something that, I would normally do on Saturdays, but I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a break. I wanted to take like one nice little weekend off, and I was going to do like 5 and 6 combined, similarly to when I was doing episode review discussions of Decadence. Sometimes I would just do 2 at once, and it fit into my schedule a little better. Um, and yeah, but I'm kind of glad seeing like the initial reaction to episode 5 and a lot of the stuff that happened in it. I'm kind of glad that I changed my mind, and so we're like a little late with this, but I'm glad that I get to sort of separate it because episode 5 was a really good episode, and a good amount of stuff did happen in it. So, uh, if you haven't seen my episode discussions on these before, I don't really want to go over every single little thing that happened in here. I'm going to talk about what I thought was interesting in the episode, and maybe where we can go from here. So, as I've stated, like I think that Moroha is really taking center stage in this series, at least for now. I get it. Toa is cool, and I think Toa is going to get a majority of the spotlight probably later on. But Moroha is still my favorite of the three so far, and this episode overall was really really cool. We got to see a little bit of like um, uh, cool like personality ticks from the characters and how they're um, differing opinions on stuff. Setsuna and Toa's like view on combat with the demons and everything was interesting. Um, uh, but Moroha's action and determination, and we finally get the reveal of her sort of like ultimate ability, sort of, that she currently has, being able to turn into Benayasha by using the Rouge thing. Um, and the cool callback to the original series, her dad and everything. That was really cool. I like that a lot. We get Myoga is back, and Myoga is Myoga. He, he's an information dumper. I get it. He's sort of funny. I like how they still have some of the humor there with him sucking the blood. Obviously, he's a little flea guy, and his connection to Inuyasha's bloodline. That's all really cool. It was interesting to see him here. He's still the same old kind of dude. He does drop some cool information on us about these four perils, I believe they're called. Um, and I want to get into like the four perils a little bit. Um, uh, we learned like a little bit about. There's like we learned a little bit about them. There's Jakotsu Maru, who's the son, I believe, of one of the four perils, which is Tokotsu, right? Takotsu looks metal as fuck, by the way. It looks really, really cool. Looks like he belongs on like an album. Uh, but these were some bony boys who were able to literally like rip the bones out of people, which was inherently pretty badass. Um, but these seem to be like the lower echelon tier of this group of four demons. So that's going to be interesting to see. Um, and yeah, I like them a lot in this episode. I do think that um, it'll be interesting to see like where that goes from here. We did see I believe one other member of that group of four. Um, I don't recall her name, but it was I think that it's going to be interesting to. I like how we don't have this like huge group, like, not that the band of seven was huge, but we have at least this solid like four group of four things that we're probably going to have to fight. and they might have like sort of like underlings or son or descendants or something like that. That's very interesting because this is a show about descendants, and that is really cool. I like how we get a little like taste of like we get like he Sui, I believe his name is in here a little bit, and he's rendered kind of useless because his weapon is made of bone, which the demons want to consume. Um, but it was all around a very good episode. I think my absolute favorite part of it was Moroha continually, and her using the blades of blood. One of the coolest moves from the original series that does not get used nearly enough, in my opinion. Also, Iron Reaver Soul Stealer makes its way back. It seems like she can only do this for like a short amount of time, by using the Rouge thing. Um, uh, Apparently, some people are thinking that this is like a kind of like an ass pull. I don't really like think so. I think it's like it's like a tool. I like how there's seemingly like this cap thing on it, and you got all of a sudden like she's only so it would only be what, a quarter demon. Um, so she would probably need she needs to sort of like rely on like things that other characters probably like didn't have to do. Like she's only a quarter, but she's very impressive as a fighter and as a character. I think she's really funny to watch on the screen, very entertaining. Not that Toa and Setsuna are bad per se. I just think that I find them like less entertaining so far. I do like their sort of like contrasting personalities going to work together, and I think that they're both going to develop well in the series. But we'll have to see where it goes. So I'm excited to see where we go with these four perils and how they tie to Kirin Maru, and the past of the show, the long past of the show, and Toga and Kirin Maru, and that divide. And yeah, I really want to see the rest of these four perils, and some cool. Finally, like I was complaining before about, I wanted some more action. This provided some more action. This provided some more badass scenes of people getting their bones freaking sucked out of them. That was pretty interesting. And yeah, I'm really happy that it decided to finally make this about just episode 5. It didn't have to cram it in with episode 6 at some point. But who knows? Maybe episode 6, maybe a little more tame. I don't know. Who knows? Or it could be as action packed as this one. That would also be interesting. So, yeah, it's cool to see Miyoga back. It's cool to see development of the new characters as well, and some of the new villains. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. What do you think about the development of these characters? What do you think about Beniyasha and Jikotsumaru and the Four Perils and everything? What do you guys think? What are you most excited about for the series to come? But yeah, thank you to everybody that supports me on Patreon. By the way, you guys are amazing. You guys are really good to me. Thank you so much. If you like what I'm doing here, please hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot. Channel's been growing at a decent rate lately. Let's try and keep that going. But at the very least, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. That is Miasma, and I'll see you next time.